Hello guys, today we're gonna create a birthday reminder. This task is already posted by the developer of Auto Apps on his community. So I'm creating this video to explain what it really is and how to create that also. So the first thing is, let's see what we are creating here. This will be an example of a birthday reminder. So you see here, next birthday, and then you will see a name, birthday is coming, and then the next line would be he or she was born, and then the date when he or she is born, and then it will say the days till now, and the last sentence would be his or her birthday will be on an and then the day of a week. In my case, it's translated because my phone is in another language. If your phone is in English, it will say Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, etc. etc. And then we have two buttons, send SMS, and we have also a call button, and then we have also he or she becomes and then the number of years. So this is what we are creating. You can trigger that action whenever you want. For example, each morning. Okay, let's open Tasker right now. And we are here inside our Tasker. We're gonna use auto contacts for this and also auto notification. You can also use auto remote instead of auto notification. But let's open our task right now. Before I going to open our task, let me explain the settings of your auto contacts. First of all, remember you need the latest version of auto contacts. Then open the settings. Here we are in the settings and you will see here manage dates. When you have a contact inside your address book, you can put some events inside it, like birthday, etc. etc. Each event can be triggered by auto contacts, and all those events has, of course, a date. Also, auto contacts will store those dates as well. When you click on manage dates, I'm not gonna do that for personal reasons. You will see all the dates and also your contacts, and you have to be sure that all the dates are recognized. If your dates are not recognized, please click on that and put the right date on it. When you have done that, let's go back to our tasker, and now we're gonna open our task. Task is called birthday reminder, and here I have several actions for doing this. I have in total 8 actions, but you don't need all those 8. I created some extra for me because I found those useful. The first thing is auto contacts, and we're gonna use the configuration order by next event date. So when you click on the pencil button, when you click here on order by, you can choose here next event date. The second thing is we're gonna set a variable number to EC number. Why? Because I'm gonna use that variable later on. That variable will be used also in the buttons. Then we have also another variable set, and we're gonna set age to EC year since events. Each event has a day, a month, and a year. When we use a variable EC year since event, it will count the years since that event till now, and we're gonna store that in the variable age. And then we're gonna use an if statement, and we see here in the if statement EC days to events is smaller than 30. What does it do? All the things below between the if statement and the end if statement, it will do that when the days to that event is smaller than 30 days. Okay, if you want, you can change that, for example, by 10 or by 5 or by 1 if you only want to see the notification of tomorrow. Okay, then we're gonna set some variables. We're gonna set EC days to events to it's today. For example, the birthday is today, so here would stand 0. When the EC days to events is 0, we're gonna put the text it's today inside that variable. When it's different from 0, it will put here. Let's open that. For example, it's 7 days till now, so this variable will contain 7 and will be changed to 7 days to go when it's different, of course, from 0. This is a little bit tricky and advanced if you don't know how to work with auto contacts. So the next thing is the main thing of our task, and that's our notification. So we're gonna put everything inside that. So let's open that. You will see here the title is next event type. If you put an event inside your address book, you can choose what kind of type it would be. Here we are retrieving the type of that event. So then we have the EC name and then EC event type. That's the same as comment. For example, next birthday, here it will be also next birthday. Then he or she was born on EC event, and EC event is when the event was actually happening. Then we use the variable EC days to events. Remember that variable I said before, when it was 0 or different from 0. So when it was the same as 0, equal to 0, it will say it's today. If it wasn't equal to 0, it would say EC days to events and then days to go. Then we have his/her EC event type will be on an EC event weekday name. So here the birthday will be on and then what kind of day of the week. Then we use an icon. We use also an ID. The ID can be used also in other tasks as well. And then we use the subtext. He or she becomes the age, the variables we used before. And we have two buttons, button 1 and button 2. Each button has also a message, and that message will trigger other tasks as well, and has also a label and an icon. The first button will be the message SMS BD, and the label is a text on the button will be sent SMS, and we use an icon. The second one, call BD, and the label will be call, and we use also a label. So let's open this thing. So the title is next EC event type. Then we have our text. That's all the text we saw before with all the variables inside it. And then we also gonna use icon. Here the icon, and then you can pick a local file, and we use also an ID. The ID is next event, and in my case I used also the two buttons here. This one, button 1. So the first one was the message SMS BD, and the second one was the label sent SMS, and the third one was an icon you can choose from the list. Okay, I'm not gonna open the second button, but because it's the same, only a different message. So let's close that. We end with an AND if statement. So that was our task. It's not finished because you see here we use also two buttons. So we have to define those buttons as well. So let's go back to our tasker, and I have here a project called EN. So EN stands for auto notification. We have two profiles, BD call, it's translated, and also BD SMS. When we open that, we have here also an auto notification, and the configuration is just one thing, is the message filter, and the message filter is that word we used before, call BD, and that's all for the configuration inside it. And we're gonna trigger a task call BD call, and that's the same for the auto notification SMS BD. So let's first open the call task, and we have here call number, and we use the variable number. So you remember before I set a variable EC number to number, and now we're gonna use that number For calling, we're gonna do the same thing for SMS, but a little bit different. We're gonna use that number also, but we're gonna use compose SMS, or you can also use the send SMS, but I prefer to use the compose SMS because I can check it before I send it. So when I use the compose SMS, we're gonna use number, and here also the number, and here I've set already a message. So, and happy birthday and many years. Enjoy. That's the translation of my message. So when I click on send SMS, it will immediately send that SMS with the text inside you saw before. When I click on the call, it will directly call that person as well. So this was not an easy tutorial. It's a little bit advanced. There are many variables used inside it. If you have any questions, you can leave that on my page, or you can also ask those questions on the community of the Auto apps. So with this task you will never forget any birthday. I hope you like this one and have a nice day. Bye.